Thank you, madam. Good morning, all. Today I will be going on with respect to the Mendelin software. So before I start, so many of you are having research scholars or all those stuffs. So I would like to know what is the difficulty you faced in your research. When you started with your research, what was the difficulty? If the session is not interactive, then it becomes somewhat a monotonous. You may not be able to enjoy the workshop, right? So, Mano, with respect to when you started with your research, what was the difficulty you have found? What was the difficulty you found at that time? How exactly you could be able to start with your research? Participants, please be interactive. See, whenever we come to our, yeah, Shruti, please. Shruti, you have some.
Yeah, good morning, ma'am.
Good
Hope
morning.
I am audible.
Yes.
I hope lot many knowledgeable people they are sitting over here. But my question, if I'll talk about my difficulty, what I face always
Yeah.
is whenever I go for questionnaire of that. Questionnaire stands for whenever I put like these are the 5 questions what I wanted to be there in my research, and I should get the answer of those questions. So that is at times my confidence level gets low if it is on the right track I am going, or if it is not on the right track I am going. This is the problem I at times face, but still I move in that pipeline and I go for things over there. But this is one of the things what I usually face when I go for the things that I want, like this should be the outcome of the research, if it is a valid one or not. So that is one of the things. Thank you.
Okay. So now over here, why you are getting this particular problem? Because whenever we start with our research, we need to read n number of research papers, the quality research papers, I mean to say. So when we start with the quality research papers, so we will be able to know whether we are going in the right direction or we are not going in the right direction. So the problem lies in which particular papers we are picking up and how exactly we are organizing, which paper what we have read. Because you are reading from the papers, you are getting so many doubts, but which particular paper you went through, that may be missing. So to overcome these particular problems, okay, to overcome these particular problems, so when you start with your research, you need to organize your research papers in a specific way. Okay, in a specific way. For example, consider that you may be working on the security part of the network. It has used the methodology A over there. So that methodology A related papers you wanted to store it in one place, methodology B you wanted to store it in one place, related thing. So when you are going in that particular way, the organizing and the getting the solutions, whether you are going in the right path or not, can be easier. But when we are not taking care of this, then surely we will have a problem over there. Okay, so this particular session, I will be interacting with you organize it. So how do you communicate, how do you take care of your notes, how do you store it, because it is a digital era. So taking the printout and highlighting it, noting down is obviously difficult. But when it comes to your digital way of maintaining, today we manage or take care of everything digital. Our insurance copy or our Aadhaar card, everything is digital. We don't carry anything, or neither we don't need to have our ATM cards. We can just go on with respect to our phone pay, the digital currency, right? So when we have so much of digital thing, why take the research paper printout and then proceed further with all the data to be done? So here you can make these information simpler, easier by using a software called as Mendeley. So this Mendelian software is very useful to organize your research work and keep track which particular paper you have read, what is the note you have done, how exactly if you wanted to make a group of your research, maybe in under your guide, or the guide is guiding a number of people, so they wanted to share and read the paper. So at that time also it is easier. They can share the paper with their private group, and it is possible for them to work it out. So in this direction we are going for the Mendeley software, so where I will be demonstrating many of the things, and you can also continue with your hands-on also at the same time. Fine. So now over here when we come to the Mendeley, all of you can see the slides. Yes, please, can you see?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Deepa.
Yes,
thank you.
It is audible.
Visible. Thank you.
It is visible.
So over here, so it is basically Mendeley is free academic software which you can install it on your Windows machine or the Mac machine, mobile, Linux, anywhere. And all major browsers supports this particular Mendeley. So most of the browsers works with this Mendeley, and it is possible for you to work with the Mendeley over here. Fine. So now when we come to this particular one, we call this Mendeley as a reference manager. It is not the something where you can get your thesis. You have you're learning the LaTeX also. So where you are learning how to prepare your thesis and all, right? So this particular Mendeley basically keeps track of your research work, which particular paper you have read, what is the note you have done, who is the author. All these things are available in the Mendeley. It is basically reference manager, which helps you to build your work very easily. Fine. So when we come to this particular Mendeley, so many of the academic social networks or the researcher are using this particular Mendeley software, and they share and discover the papers in this, because there are different versions of the Mendeley which we can go, where we can share the paper with the papers whatever we have with our private group or the public group, others also. So over here you can share it, and it is used by 6 million researchers worldwide, because managing the paper by using the Mendeley is the best and the easiest one. Okay, so by using this it is possible. So with like the reference manager, we have the other reference managers also. The softwares are available. So something like EndNote, RefMe, RefWork, ScienceRef, Zotero, all those things. But when we come to the Mendeley, it is a free, and it is an online storage you have, and it works on most of the, you can say it works on most of your operating system. Okay, it works on the Windows, Mac, iOS app. So all the other things are, you can see the RefMe is also free, but it works only on the Windows, right? And when we come to the Zotero, it is also free and it gives 300 MB, but it works on iOS app and Android app. But the flexibility available in the Mendeley is not available in any other things, whether it is a paid or it is a free, but you can see the Mendeley is more very well matured. This has been used by so many people. That's the main reason. Okay, so there are different citation style. All of you know that there are different citation styles. So this particular Mendeley supports 6,781 different styles. IEEE has a different style. Elsevier has a different style. And when you come to the Science Direct, it is a different style, right? So there are various, so this supports 6,781 styles over here. Now, when we come to this particular Mendeley, it is basically designed for to achieve the three main goals. The first one is organizing your references so that whenever you want, it is possible. Okay, and collaborating with the others, as I specified, whatever the papers you have, you wanted to share with your team members or the private group. So that is also possible. That is called as collaborating. And over here, you can go ahead with the discovering the new research. Okay, so these are the major advantage of going for this particular Mendeley. So basically over here, this Mendeley is used for, you can write the note in your this particular PDF and you can get that particular note whenever you want it. And you can also organize your reference. You know, so it is so difficult to write the reference part. In our thesis, when we go for our PhDs, the difficult part is the reference, because we should not have a duplicate references over there, and it should be properly cited and it should be in a correct order. All these things matters. So those things is very fine tuning things which requires a lot of time in your thesis writing, or in the survey paper writing, or in your normal paper writings also. So for those things, this particular Mendeley will help us a lot. So the versions when we come available, Mendeley is a free software which is available across different platforms as I have shown. Now, how exactly this Mendeley help us? Because I'm saying that we can store the references, we can perform it, all those things. How exactly it is going to help us? So you're going to download the papers, right? You're going to download the papers in PDF format. So by using the Mendeley, you can store these papers in the cloud. Okay, you're going to store those particular paper in the cloud. And over here, these papers, whatever you have in the cloud, you can access it through your tablet or mobile phone. You just need to log in into your Mendeley and it is possible, or else you can do it with your desktop, or you can view in your browsers also. It is not that you can collect the data only from the PDF papers. For example, when you are reading the white papers, that also you can keep, or some of the website references you wanted to give, so that can also be included into the Mendeley. So whatever you are reading something in your website, so that is not the PDF format, it is an HTML format. You wanted to store that particular information so that for the future reference, you wanted to go and visit that website. So you can take that also into your Mendeley. So the web page links can also be organized over here. So any of these data can be taken care in the Mendeley. So that is the major thing. So now over here, when we come to the installation of the Mendeley, so how exactly we can install it? Okay, how exactly we can install it and we can perform the operations. So that is the major thing when we come to our Mendeley softwares. Now, when we come to this particular one, so we need to, I have already installed in my system. So I may not be able to, I'm not going to reinstall it. Rather than that, I'll just show you how exactly you can download it. I'll just share the different screen. So I've shared the Chrome screen. So you can just say Mendeley software latest version download. So when you say that, you can see this particular website www.mendeley.com. So you can just go here. You can see download Mendeley for desktop for Windows. So if you are working on the Linux, it will automatically show it is a Linux. If you are on the your mobile, it will show your mobile Android, iOS or the tablet, whatever it is going to show you that one. Okay, so now over here you can see get tools and add-ons to future enhance your research. You have the web importer, citation plugins. Okay, so we will see all these things. What is it? How it is possible for us to work it out? We will see that. And here you have the sign in. So you just need to sign in with your email ID, nothing else other than that. So when you install, so please log in with respect to your email ID. You can see I have logged in with my email ID. So it is showing here Shashikala Ebar. So once you have this particular one, so you can get in into the Mendeley. Okay, so it is showing download for the Windows. I have already downloaded. So because of that, I don't have to download it once again. Right. So now over here, one second. Yeah. So I'll just share my screen. That will be better because I'll be toggling between many of the windows. So better to share my window itself. Yeah. So now here I have the Mendeley reference. All of you can see the desktop. So when I click on this Mendeley reference, so it is going to initially when you are going to open it first time, it is going to ask you for your login. You just need to give the email ID so that it is possible for you to work with this. Okay, it is possible for you to work with this. So you can see my name is displayed over here. All of you could able to see the Mendeley screen. You could able to see the screen. Yes. Okay. So now over here, let us understand this particular layout. Then we will go ahead. Okay. So here you have the Mendeley reference manager. You have the file. You can see export all. Fine. We have the edit tools we have. Okay. And we have the help also over here. Now you have the all references, recently added, recently read, favorite, and my publications. Any of your publications also you can include here. Okay, you can include here so that you can keep track of your papers also. And you wanted to create your own. Okay, you wanted to create your own, so you can just go here in the collection. You can say you are been working on the image processing. Consider image processing. So it has come over here. Now you can just say add new. Okay, so files from the computer, add entry manually or import the library. So I'll come to this import library later on. So add entry manually. So you can give every informations there one by one. You can see, you can give the DOI reference type, what is the journal, book, all those things, and the title of the paper, author's name. If it is more than one author, you can specify. If it is a journal, so the year, pages from, volume, issue, month, day, abstract, everything you can include. This is manual edition, but I don't want to do it manually. I would like to go add automatically. So I'll just say files from computer. So I'll go to the file and I have few papers. Let me take up that. Okay, so you can see the blockchain books, and also I have the books also on this, right? So over here, so go to the handbook. Just I will add the chapter 1. You can see it is uploading, right? Okay. Let me add few papers only. Open. You can see it is uploading. Yeah. So you can see the 3 files are being uploaded, right? So if I just click on, now you can see the unspecified. Okay. So over here and see the author name, it has come. See more information. If I say publisher, academic press, month, day, sales information, I can see tags. I can see over here. File, which file, URL, and you can see the ISN, Scopus, DOI, everything is available over here, right? Then the next is, you wanted to read this paper, you can just go to this, you can read the paper also here. It is loading. It is going to allow you to read this particular paper. So in this particular one, you wanted to make an underline or a highlightation. You can see highlight the text. So you just wanted to highlight this particular thing, you can highlight it. All right. So by default, it is yellow. You have these many colors, whichever you wanted, you can highlight it with that. Right. And you just wanted to highlight rectangle. So you can just go and rectangle it. You will get this particular one because you wanted that whole content to be highlighted, or you wanted to write the sticky note. So this particular reference, you wanted to write some sticky note here, right? So you just say, so it will be available here, right? So I can zoom in. I can also fit to width or fit to height, I can make it. And over here, I can go add the comment for this paper, right? So I can just save this particular one, right? It has been saved over here. So annotations, when I come, so it is going to show what are the annotations I have included, that is whatever the comment I have given. So that can also be viewed. So if I go to the notebook, your note is empty. I wanted to make a note of this particular paper. So I can click on this. So you can just say here, notebook. Here is the new page. You can click here and you can go over here, title your page. Okay. So the title you have given, so you are going to say, so what actually you wanted to type, you can type here. So go back to all pages. So it is going to show how many notes you have given and all those stuffs. You can keep track a note on this also, and it is possible for you to search this one. So in this way, it is possible for you to, right? It is possible for you to go back to your right. So we can just go back over here in the info. Oh, sorry. Right. So in the image processing I've created, you can see the file has been read and I've created a mark. So you can see the mark over here. That means to say that you have read this particular paper, you have done some action or the operations in this, you have made some note, all these things you can see over here. And these two you can see you have not yet read or done any operations on this particular paper also, right? So this is with respect to the reference manager. There are various versions of the Mendeley references also. So I have created two versions in this particular same desktop. One is the Mendeley reference manager with the same login, and also I have the Mendeley desktop. So this is also easy going for you, and you can see that it is going to show me all the data, whatever I have in both the things. This is my Mendeley desktop version. You can see I have created the image processing in the reference, but as this is my email is connected, so you can see the image processing is available over here. So it is, I'm showing it in two different versions. But when it comes to your mobile or the tab or the web, you can access from anywhere, anything, right? So that is the major advantage over here. Fine. So now in the desktop, we can perform various again operations. Same thing like add files, folders, add manual entry we have. OK, so here you have you can create a new folders. Fine. And you can also sync here. In this particular desktop, you need to manually sync with all the other devices. Then only it is going to perform the operation. But whereas with respect to the reference manager, I have the reference manager here. With respect to the reference manager, it is a auto sync. So whatever you can see that here, the syncing is going on. So whatever you update here, so that will be updated automatically even in our other sites also. Any queries, any doubts over here? Any queries, any doubts over here? This is the first phase of your Mendeley, where we have discussed about how do we add the file, how do we go about with respect to our content or highlighting or rectangular highlighting, or with respect to reading the content, and also with respect to reading the content and saving it, all those stuffs. So any queries here?
Madam, could you please explain about, Madam, good morning, Madam.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Madam, could you please explain how we have to create the folder in Mendeley desktop, Madam? So, for example, now I will work on one research article, and after a few days I will work on another research article. So I have to keep all the research reference articles. I have to keep in one folder. So how it is? Could you explain, Madam?
Yeah, in the desktop version you wanted, right, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sir. I'll just show it. 1 second. So this is my Mendeley desktop version. So just go over here. This is my library. You can see. Yes. So in this you have add files or the folder or watch folder. So I just wanted to add the folder. So before that, yeah, you can just go. You can say here add folder. So you can see here I have the blockchain folder here. Let me rename it as okay, because I already have a one folder called as a blockchain. So I just wanted to make it as a blockchain for trial. Open, or let me go for the tools. So I'll just add. Here you can see I'm creating a folder called as workshop. Okay, so just go here, then say add all the files. Is that clear, sir? Now you can see the journals, whichever the journals you have clicked, you can see the name of the journal and the publication, year of publication, volume, pages, abstract, right? Author name, city, day, month, publisher, type of work, URL, DOI, files over here, other settings if you wanted. If it is an unpublished work, exclude from the Mendeley Web catalog. You can make that also. But it is a published, so you can go ahead over here. Anything? This is how you can add, sir. So we need to move on with this particular one. So here are the things.
Okay, madam.
Yeah. Now the next part is we will go for, we have read, we have created the list, we have arranged, we have noted those notes also, we are copying it into another place, right? All those things. So how exactly we proceed further? Because I may be working with the LaTeX or I may be working with the Word in creating my thesis or my papers, right? So before that, I would like to check for the duplicates. Let me add some more papers.
Madam, could you please increase the zoom size of desktop, madam? So we are unable to see the desktop, madam.
1 second, sir. I'll just increase it. Sir, now it is visible. Sir, now it is visible.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. But it is very sorry, madam.
One second. No. That is the maximum thing I could do it in my laptop display. Right. So now over here, let me add a file. One more file. See, so over here I have already added, so it is going to show that it is not possible. But when you go here, if you want to see any duplicate also, you can click on this, check for the duplicates. If there is any duplicates, it will show. Otherwise, it will say that no duplicates in the workshop. Okay, you can just close this. Now I have created the duplicate list also. 1 second. Here, if I go, this is the list what I've created. If I check for the duplicate, you can see here 19 set of duplicates found in the unsorted. These are the information which I have just taken so that it is possible for you people to, so that I can show it to you people whether I have a duplicate copy or not. So you can see that it is showing it has a duplicate copies also. Okay, it has a duplicate copy and you can just remove those particular copies also. So which is very easy. This is very difficult task when we come to our any of the thesis writing or with respect to our paper publications. Right now, when I come to this is the thing with respect to working over here. Any doubt? Now over here, I can import the file. I have shown you the various versions of the reference tools available, right? So usually we will create a web text in the LaTeX. Okay, using a LaTeX, it is possible for you to create a web text and it will have an extension of star.bib. So one of the BIB files I have downloaded and kept it ready so that I can show it to you people. So here if I click on the BibText, okay, so it will ask me where exactly you wanted to get your, here you can see listb.bib, and I'll just open it. You can see it is going to download all the files over here, and it is going to update the list also to me. You can see all the BibTeX, the reference list, whatever we had. So here you can see the numbers are automatically taken for me, right? So here the reference, whatever may be the number, it is going to add it over here. Fine. So again, if I go to the tool and check for the duplicates, you can see the 40 set because I've added already once. Now I've added twice. So only the number of duplicates has been increased. Okay. So now over here, I have the install web importer. That is, as I specified, we wanted to go for our, you're reading something in your web and you wanted to work with that. You can just say install web importer. So when you click on this install web importer, it will get into your website. Okay, it will get into your website. You can see that you will get here get web importer for edges, but web importer for edges won't work. Only with the edge it won't work. With respect to your Google Chrome, it works. It works with the Internet Explorer. It works with the Opera. It works with the Mozilla. Except for the Edge, it works with all the browsers. Okay. So now over here, I've installed this one even in my Chrome. Even in my Chrome, I have installed. Now, when I come to the Chrome, if you click on this extension, you can see the Mendeley web importer here. So let me come back to here with the Google. I'll say white papers on Bitcoin. Okay, so I've got one of the PDF. I just wanted to add it to my Mendeley, this particular one. Okay, so I can just click on this. I'll just say Mendeley web importer. So Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. So now if I go back to my Mendeley here and I wanted to search for that. This is comprehensive search. You can see wherever it is there, it is searching in the peer. So the peer wherever I have, so it is searching. So in one of the paper, I will be having that particular peer. Okay, so let me check here, workshop. Okay. Let me check on the author. So the author is Santoshi. So you can see here it has been added, right? It has been added for me. So this particular paper is available. I didn't add this, but it is available because of the thing or the web thing, whatever I have done over here. So I wanted to go for some other papers also, or the consider this is my Ethereum. So I wanted to add, I can just go, I can say Mendeley. Just a second. This may take few minutes, sorry, few seconds, just a minute. There is a problem. 1 second, I'll just check. This is taking few seconds. Let it work on. Let us go to the word now. Because we have organized, we have kept everything. So the next thing what I wanted over here is, I have the papers, I have the reference, I have cited that in my work, right? So how exactly? Just I wanted to give this one. Okay. So it is working on, let it work on that. So here when I come, you can see here in the tool, I have uninstall MS Word plugin. So if I uninstall it, whatever the Mendeley software, if I go to this, I have the references here. Reference if I come. Yeah, you can see here insert citation. This is the Mendeley, which, so here when I've clicked on the, it will be initially install MS Word plugin. So if I say uninstall, it will go off. If I say install, again it is going to install for me. Okay. So now over here, I have this tool. If you have this, that means to say that your Mendeley is included over here. Now, how exactly we include our citations? So over here, go to the insert citation. So you can search the author in my library, or you can select your library also. I have my library, test, and the blockchain. I'll go to the blockchain here. Okay. Then I'll say, go to Mendeley. Here it comes, my blockchain. So click on this. Here you have a thing. You can see here, it is double quotes. This is called as site over here. So now when you click on the site, so you can see the number 1 has appeared here. So this number is 1 here, the first paper, and the same number has come to me here as 1. Now the 1 has been inserted in your Word. Now I need to include the bibliography. So, or the reference. So which style you wanted? You have, these are the styles available in the Word or supported in the Word. So whichever the style you wanted, you can select. You wanted the nature. Let me show it with the IEEE. Then say insert bibliography. You can see it has come with the IEEE format. If you change it to the nature style, and if you say insert bibliography, it will be a different one. So based on the different formats, we can go here. This is also the same. You can see the difference. Medical association, it is different, right? And when it comes to the psychological, it is different. You can see even here also it is changing. Not only here, even this particular one is changing here, right? So if you go for the site theme, right? So it is different. So every reference style is different. So if I go to the IEEE, it is different. So in this way, so for each and every reference style you are taking, so the references will keep changing here. Okay, the references will keep changing over here. So depending upon this, it is possible for you to create it. So you have the advantage, you have cited, you have done with your content, you have the notes here, you wanted to copy these notes to your work, you can copy down. You have the contents here which you wanted to read with the introduction or only the related work in this, properties, method, media chain, whatever you wanted to see, you can see over here. The content of the paper is also divided here. These things will come only when you take up the standard journals, like it may be your ALCBA, Science Direct, in the Science, all those things are ACM. So all these things will give you a standard format, so it can read from those standard format. If you go to any of the local journals and if you try to get the information, this content part may not be proper, okay, or it may be half. So that is the major thing. When you come to your this page also, the detail also you can see it is completely available because it is a very good journals where the papers are being published, right? So it is a peer reviewed one, basically, I mean to say. Any doubt over here? Any queries here? Any queries? How to work with your web page and how to work with your, it is still uploading, signing in. It is taking some time. Let us wait for some time. Any doubt, any queries here? No queries? Okay, fine then. Any queries, please? Yeah, Abraham, you have a query?
Madam.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, ma'am, can we delete the files in the desktop or Mendeley desktop after completion of the referencing? Is it okay, madam? Can we delete the articles which we uploaded in the desktop, Mendeley desktop? Can we delete, madam, after completion of the citation?
You want to delete this, sir?
Yeah.
You can just say remove from the folder or delete comment. You can just right click and you can say remove from the folder. It will go off.
Yeah, it may not create any impact on the references, ma'am, which we.
It will create, sir. Surely it will create.
Yeah.
Surely it will create.
For example, now I am writing one article. I downloaded some research related literature, and I uploaded in the Mendeley desktop, and I created this references, madam, in my Word document. Yeah. After that, after completion of the research article, I deleted the research article in the Mendeley desktop. So now my question is, so after deletion of the articles in the Mendeley software, is it create any impact or any changes in the references list of my MS Word document.
Sir, this MS Word, whatever you have, if you save it and if you don't go for the updations with respect to your insert citation, so for example, now I will go and I'll select this. See, that is not available, right? Now, if I have to select this and if I say cite, so that will be a second paper. See? Yeah. Sir, it is going to have removed it. You can see that it is still the second document only. It is not the first one. Right. So now we will move on to the next thing, that is creating the group. So how exactly we can create the group over here? So we have the two versions. When we come to the creating the group, we have the two versions over here. In the desktop group, when I come, I can create only private group. If you go the Mendeley for create the Mendeley in a different way, or you can work with the Mendeley grouping in a different ways. Okay, in a different way. So I'll just show you that also how exactly we can work, but I don't have the institution copy because it is a paid version. So I don't have that particular version here. I'll just show you the in my PPT how exactly we can work. So here when you come to this Mendeley Institution Edition, okay, Mendeley Institution Edition. So when you say create a new group, it can, excuse me, it can be a public, it can be invite only, it can be private only. So public, anyone can access the papers, notes, whatever you have created. Invite only, you just wanted to have a connection with only you and your guide, so you can go for this. Private, only with you and your guide, so you can go with this. So the invite only, after giving your email address, only that person can access it. But I do not have this particular Mendeley Institutional Edition, so I have the desktop and the reference manager. So because of that, over here there is a slight difference. Okay, create a private group. Here the name of the group I will give it as FDP only. Okay, I'll create a group. So now you can see that it is asking for the invite people to the group. So I will just say here send invite. So I've sent the invitation to Shashikala, right? So it is creating the group. You can see here it is creating the group. It is creating. It has to send me the email. So I'm just checking it. I have not yet received the email. You can see it is taking some time. So there was an error. So you can see that I've given the organizational. When I come to this invite the Gmail, I've received my say that you need to. So just log in and work. See, it is created now. Invitation is sent. So you will receive the message stating that the request has been sent and it is possible for you to work with that. Okay, so what other email ID also can access the files. It is not only me, the other person can also access, and whatever the files I wanted to add here, it is possible for me to add it in this particular place. Okay, so this way it is possible for you to create and perform the operations. Fine. So you can create your group and you can follow them. So receive the personal states on how your work is used, promote your work, connect with the colleagues and join, and you can also share your research profiles. Okay, so that is the major advantage of going for your research recommendation and the impact. So any of the new research comes, the literature search for the same new research to your library with one click, because you just need to click on the add and it is possible for you to add it, and it shows whether you have read or you have not read that paper also. It is easy to track, in fact. And search in the web catalog, so you can search for your web catalog also. So we have logged in over here. Let me go back to this one, Mendeley reference 1. So here so you can see in the web also it is possible for me to see all the groups. I can see the groups, I can see the collection, I can see my publications, whatever the files, the reference, update, whatever the informations I wanted, I can view those informations, and we can search in the web catalog online and we can perform the operations. Fine. So you can just go to the add library and you can add the informations. So the related one. So the next is the career opportunities. So you have the various career opportunities in the Mendeley also. You can set the alert and you can upload your CV so that it is possible for you to get into that. This is the major thing. So the next funding opportunities also available over here. So you can also look into the Mendeley and looking for your next funding opportunity, search our index. So 20,253 possibilities are there. So from where you can receive your fundings and perform the operations. So that is also available. You need to go through those things and perform the operations. That's it. So anything you need, you can just communicate with the community at Mendeley.com. They will update you, and they are going to give you all the informations or any queries you have that can be sorted out also. Fine. So these are the few things which you need to learn in this particular Mendeley. And this Mendeley also, so I have a couple of exercises. If you can solve it out, so that will be very nice. So I hope, sir, I hope that you can see. So these are the two exercises which I want you people to complete it. Can you complete it? I'm displaying the questions. Please, can you complete it? Any queries, any doubt? Any queries, any doubts you have?
Excuse me, madam, that exercises are not visible.
Sorry?
That assignments
Exercise
are
is
not
not
visible.
visible.
Yeah. Your desktop is coming in front.
1 second. Let me share the Word file only then. Can you see now?
Yes, madam.
Yeah, please complete the first two. If you have any queries, so then I can help you out in that. Any doubts, any queries you have? So any queries? Any queries?
Madam, we are doing, madam, we are doing.
Sir, your voice is not audible, sir, properly. Can you keep your mic properly?
Sure, madam.
Queries? Coordinators, I hope there is no query. Thank you all for joining to this particular session. I hope that all of you have enjoyed. Thank you.